Well, hello and welcome to Air Wagner. Now, a lot of you have heard me tease another 421 coming into the Air Wagner Air Force. Well, lo and behold, we have it in the hangar and outside the hangar. And this is a plane that just flew in from Ohio last month, no issues. And it's our intention to put it on the market and have it find a happy buyer who will be very happy with it, because it is a very, very well-equipped Cessna 421C. So I wanted to showcase it. Here's the plane. You can see the LED landing lights we just turned off and they're retracting. It's a 1977 421C, November 421 Juliet Lima. As I mentioned, flew here from Ohio last month in June. 10 hours, 10 and a half hours, no issues at all. Its total time, 7,800 hours on the airframe. No damage history. Fuel capacity, 262 gallons with 2 auxiliary tanks. Left engine has 713 hours since factory reman, and at the time they were new cylinders. Same with the right engine, 788 hours, also factory reman with new cylinders. And the cylinders are being overhauled with nickel cylinders, same cylinders, so they're the first run cylinders. And you're going to have a 0 time on the top overhaul of these engines. The exhaust on these twin Cessnas has a 12-year mandatory retirement. That is being replaced, so you have 12 years of exhaust for that. The propellers have 285 hours since overhaul, and they were resealed here earlier this year in January. The annual was performed by 907 Aviation in Ohio, and the prior annual was done by TAS Aviation in Ohio, which is a tip-top Cessna, twin Cessna shop. Pedostatic was done last month, and it has vortex generators, and of course it's a known ice airplane. Very well equipped for avionics. I'll be going through that in the video. The pre-select on the autopilot works fine. Everything on this plane is working. If it's installed on the plane, it's working. We went to painstaking efforts to make sure everything is operational. All right, let's look at the interior of this plane. Robert, come on in. Let's put the trays down, show what we got there. Got your cup holders, USB here. Go ahead and pull the tray out. The normal Cessna cabin class tray, that's on both sides. And show us that USB port there. We got the cover on it because it's mounted horizontal like that. Your emergency door is over here. This side has the same tray that Robert just demonstrated. Let's see what's in the back. So you got your belted potty, of course, and divider here, entertainment center in the back, which gives your coffee area here, and in that drawer is the metal line for an ice chest. And back is a cabinet. We keep some of the books and materials up there. So as you can see, it's set up for 2 pilots. 2 here makes 4. Captain's seat makes 5. Robert's sitting in 6. Right here goes number 7. Here is that 7th seat. It's not installed right now. And the belted potty, which makes 8 seats. It has the door snubber, so when you put the door down, we'll demonstrate that. When you open the door, you just let it drop, and automatically on its own it goes down slow. The seats were recently done. They're in excellent condition. All right, we're sitting in the plane now, in the interior. We're going to go through the panel starting with the main avionics. Here's the G600. It's controlled by the GTN 750 with the GMA audio panel with voice activation. There is a GNS 430 WAS as number 2, and of course your GTX 330 transponder. We have an iPad mini over here running Garmin Pilot. Plane has the Cessna 800 autopilot with the mode selector, of course. Go around button is on the yoke, along with the trim disconnect and the autopilot disconnect. Plane has electric trim, iDet and pitch sync on the right side. The 77 models, after a certain serial number, have a circuit breaker panel on the left side, as well as the co-pilot side. Just going through from left to right, annunciator panel, chronometer, airspeed indicator, second glide slope nav receiver for the GNS 430, turn coordinator, of course, backup attitude indicator, altimeter. Auburn is 1,500 feet, so we'll just go ahead and set it to 1,500 feet. Fuel transfer. This plane has left and right auxiliary tanks, so you have the fuel transfer. Autopilot disconnect goes off when the autopilot is disconnected. I like this feature. This is the gear warning. Here, let's play it.
P2 audio advisory system. Gear is down for landing.
Check gear. Overspeed.
That beep, beep,
System
beep.
test complete.
That beep, beep, beep is your stall warning. We went through the G600, the usual pressurization controls here. Of course, the vacuum gauge. Your emergency gear handle here. Air conditioning controls, which is in the nose. This is electric Keith air conditioner. Air conditioner just got serviced. New parts, including new compressor. Here's a switch for the audio controls. The usual up here: Cessna manifold gauge, RPM, fuel flow, and the Insight G4 engine monitor, which gives engine temperatures, outside air temperatures, RPMs, fuel flow. It does a number of things. The Cessna standard gauges here for the engine. ELT is here. Got normal 6-pack on the right, just below the gas gauge. You have the airspeed indicator. We have a clock. You have the DG, attitude indicator, altimeter, and vertical speed indicator, and the hobs over here. Your controls for your cabin heat are here. We got a USB on the front. It has, you can see down there, that red bar is the rudder lock. Seatbelt signs. We got door light, seatbelt, and oxygen sign. Let's go back and see how they light up. Okay, there's the panel here. We're going to turn the oxygen light off, and turn the seatbelt light off, and turn the door light off. So that works as it's supposed to.
You also have a clock up here.
And there's a clock up there, Robert says. Robert's running the camera in the back. On the inside, you can see that all the plastic has been refurbished and painted. Looks good. The seats are of sheepskins in the front. Carpet is a burgundy carpet that matches the paint outside. It's in very good condition. We've made sure all the placards are up to date on the plane. Added a little bit for the RNAV checklist. Now, of course, the GTN 750 has all the usual features that are in there. There's your traffic. You can see someone November 906-704. And they're tracking 215, 96 knots at 2,400 feet.
It has the weather also. We look at weather. We got radar. We're just going to put it in the test mode so we don't microwave anybody. And it has a sweeping radar. It's a GWX. I forget which one it is, but it's one of the better ones. I think it's a 70, 68 or 70. I'll have to look it up. Yep, it's a GWX 70. So we'll turn that off, and of course it has the vertical also, so you can get the height of the weather in front of you. And it has NexRad. The other feature on this also is it has XM satellite radio. If you wanted to, I got channel 59, Van Halen. You can hear that. Won't play that too long because then we'll get bumped off of YouTube for copyrights.
Rock songs Mom and Dad prefer.
All right, so that's
the sound of happy days and drive-in nights.
We should turn all that off.
The way it used to be. From crooners.
Oh, we turned that off. And it's got the usual GTN 750. Hold that down. That is the long and short of the inside. We'll do one panel sweep just to show you everything. Very well equipped glass panel. And let's play that. I like that gear warning once more.
P2 audio advisory system. Gear is down for landing.
Check gear. Overspeed.
System test complete.
Here's the cockpit lit up. All LED lights across the board for the dash lights. Circuit breaker panel on the right. Circuit breaker panel on the left's lit up. And then here's all your dash. What's probably the most important picture is this one. Inside of the engines look really good according to the shop that pulled the cylinders. That will also be a logbook entry. Mid-time engines looking good inside. This is the LED landing lights that retract. I also put LED lights in the taxi light. I have set up an email address if anyone is seriously interested in finding out more and might be wanting to purchase the airplane. You can send me an email.